I could carry on down to the mouth, but I'm not going to do that just yet. What I'm going to do is start bringing in the background at the top. So colours I see in the background are burnt umber with a bit of transparent sienna and a bit of yellow ochre, and a tiny bit of red ochre as well. So I'm going to start with the first blurred light at the back, and the reason I'm doing the background first is because the hair is going to go over the background. So I don't want to do the hair then come in and do the background and it affect the hair that we've already done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the background first, and then I'll come in with the hair over the top of the background. Okay, so the first colour I'm going to put in is transparent sienna. I'm going to go very light. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. So I'm just going to go on the inside and literally draw the circle and leave the kind of white highlight in the middle. I can go into the hair. Oh, do you know what? I've done that one orange, and that should have been, there was another one up there. Okay, so first mistake. That should be yellow like this one, and there should be an orange one up there, so let's correct that. It's a bit dirty now, it's a bit grey, but there's all the darkness to go around it anyway. And this one's the one that was incorrect. So this is really bright in here. I'm not worried about covering my hairlines, I can make that up from the reference photo. I know it's brown on the outside, so and then we go into the orange. I'll put the yellow ochre in first. See, after all this time I still make mistakes. It happens. Right, so we'll go around the outside with that one. We'll whiten up the middle again in a minute. Then we go around the outside with this one. More transparent sienna actually. Okay, and then we'll come in with the azo orange. Right, so we'll put a little azo orange in a circle up the top there. And a little haze around it. Okay, and then we'll come in with burnt umber. That yellow ochre is a bit muddied there, but got to hit it with white anyway. Now the object is to keep this as blurred as you can. Air dry it, it's starting to move a little. Air dry that, it's a bit wet. I think as long as you've got a blurred background, it's going to work no matter what. Just watch for your overspray in the face. So point your airbrush downwards. Okay, now I have to physically use the shield to protect our face and make sure I don't smudge anything. Find the side of the face. I'm not so worried about the collar area there because I can erase that out. I'm more worried about the jawline of his face. Okay, so that's the jawline, and then we can just come down, backfill. Notice I'm pointing my airbrush downwards, so it goes into the coat rather than the face. Doesn't matter if we get a tiny bit in the face, but we just don't want it. We're going to have to play about with that circle because that's got to be a lot brighter, and so is that one. Okay, I can come under here and just slightly miss. And over the top of that one. So just creep into that circle. And then over the top of that one, and up, just creep along that edge. Okay, and then we're over the top. Don't worry about the hair. And we kind of model this however you feel you want to model it, but I'm just going to darken it up. I'll add a bit of red in it and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be exact, this bit. Right, let's get a bit of red ochre going. Oh, actually, while we got the burnt umber in the gun, we can do this side. Down, just into the hair. Don't worry about the hair. As long as you can still see your hairline. Roughly where it comes to. It's already bringing him forward, isn't it? Then we come all the way down, goes off at a bit of an angle. Bit of a blockage. Just going to go down. Just carry on. Just add a bit of right, come in with some warm umber now. Or some red ochre. Right, I'm just going to put some warm umber in the gun. Warm umber's kind of in between burnt umber and transparent sienna. So it just, you can see, just adds a tiny little bit of brown to it. A bit orangey as well, it's got a little bit of orange in it. We don't have to, as I say, we don't have to match the background 100%. We just get it roughly. One, I'm going to do the same here, just work our way out. Just moved in a little tighter. And then we'll do the same over here. And then one above it. That needs to air dry. Loading that up a bit too much. Okay. So I've got a circle stencil. I'm just going to go in with the Azo orange. So what I want to do is do the top one first. So bring that down and just lightly mist underneath that circle. Then we'll bring this bigger circle back in and we'll lightly mist above. Even that, and then what we need to do is go back in darker around it. So we'll grab our circles again. Make sure we got the right size, and then we'll just hit could probably do with going in a little bit more burnt umber. As long as we get that desired effect, it doesn't really matter. There you go. That gives us a little bit of an effect. Let's go down there a little bit more. Okay, we need to come round here just a little bit. Punch into the what's going to be green. Probably use a bigger circle for that one. Don't really want to be using shields, but looking at the shape, they're quite sharp, but I'm not going to go mad. Just going to round off a little bit of it. I don't care even if it flaps around a bit, because that'll do you. A little bit of yellow in there. And I'm going to do a little bit of yellow ochre. Follow the circle. There. With the yellow ochre you can afford to push that back a bit. I think that's us. That's kind of the background sorted. We can add a bit more burnt umber to this side. Okay, we're going to carry on with this side of the face now. We're just going to add some texture and stuff. So, in fact, what I might even do is just use, this is, I think I've used these before. This is like a filter where it just gives me a little bit of, almost like skin pores. Just rough kind of skin pores. It's a bit more sepia around this corner, so I've got to be careful. A bit more skin pores around this area. Okay, and then we've got this bit that flips up, sort of almost a bit of violet in this bit here. I don't know whether that's my print or whether that's the actual photo. Just going to go along this crease. Went the wrong way. Should have arced it that way. Come up. Well, I didn't go the wrong way. I just went a little bit too high. So I'm just going to push that back. Just back a tiny little bit and then turn it outwards. Here I want to be kind of turning upwards that way. That's it there. So as it comes out of there, it goes up, and then there's another one just above it. Bit of skin pores in there again. Underneath Just a little bit of roughness there. Now we got some overspray from our red background, so we need to get that out. You can always put the red background back in, I should say. I need to put some blue down here, I think. Just going to scrape out our overspray. Okay, let's get into the detail. Want to make sure we got the same continuity from one side to the other, so I'm starting to bring in the black. Now we have got in here that line going up which fades off. So we can darken this area. Now one thing we've got to do is make these teeth look hyper realistic, because that's going to make, and the lips, going to make this picture stand out. This is the darkest bit here. I'm going to use the shield on that first tooth, just a straight edge. There. And I want to get the red in there as well. Just tidy up that bit above. Just get that line still going straight. Just going to pop a little bit of texture in there. I'm going to blue this up a bit and add some white to it as well later. Okay, while we're here, we can just come up on this collar, find a shield. just to that, and then so just under, just over there, bring that down. Just going to round off that edge a little bit anyway. Want to protect our jaw, make sure I've got the right shape. Protecting, going around that jawline. Need a bit of a straighter edge there, but let's see what we got. We got one there. Okay, we're pretty dark on this side as well, so let's see if we can bring in our start to bring in this jawline. It comes out again. And straight down and around. Okay, then we can come round with a loop. So we'll come in from there and we'll just come round that loop. These are all pretty sharp shapes, so comes into darkness there, but got a little bit of a Mickey Mouse over there. It's not going to kill us because we've got to go in with all the purples and everything anyway. This is all dark down here. Until it gets up to this line here. There's a bit of a neck there, but okay. Okay, so we're going to put some yellow ochre in the teeth. I'm just going to blanket it in a light mist. So we're just going to go over the teeth. We just want to turn them from white to like a light mist of yellow ochre. Not worried about everything around it, I'm just worried about the teeth. Keep it light, don't go too heavy. That should be enough. Okay, for the gums part, I'm going to use red ochre to begin with. Okay, so we're going to use our little shield. We're just going to go around each tooth, matching our mat, get up nice and tight. Okay, make sure you're following the shape of your mat. Change your angle, go again. Doesn't matter if you get a little bit of texture in there. If anything, that's going to lend itself more to detail. So all we're doing is shaping the teeth. And don't just go with any shape, go with the shape. So if you've got like I've got there, I've got one lump, then another lump. Make sure you get that in. Comes round a little bit more. Oh, bit of a skate. Yeah, bit of a skate there, but I'm not worried because we've still got all the darker colours to go in yet. Look for the curve there. skating this. It's definitely skating, isn't it? I'm going to be shading these and changing the colours and just after that shape. So I got a little bit of a overspray in that one, so we'll just come in and clean that out. And that little skate that we had in there, we can take out as well. Just get rid of that little overspray. There we go. Okay. Goes round into darkness here. We have got a bit of a weird curvy shape there. Okay. It does narrow a bit more than that actually. Let's narrow that up a bit. And that one comes down into there. One thing you have got to do is just get used to using shields and just using the edges and the right edge. Use the right edge and just bounce off the shield. Just sharpening up that top edge. Okay, we got that little bit in there. And then we got to do the same. So let's get in there nice and tight. Near enough there. Right, that's just the basis of our teeth. We can clean up things, just neaten them all up. It's hard to see what was going on in that area, but we've practically got it. I'm just going to go in this little area here. It's more black, but there we go. We can neaten things up when we go in with the black, but we generally got our teeth in, our shape of our teeth, I think what I'm going to do now is move to the red and do the lips. Okay, so we're pretty much sharp lines on the actual lip themselves. Now it doesn't matter if you get a little bit of overspray in the lower gums, okay, because obviously they're red, but try and not get any. Use the shield if you have to, but try not to get any in the top of the lip. To escape. Let it build gradually. Just going to air dry that because I'm getting skating. Notice my hand again, set position. Allows me to be completely stable. Almost an anchor point for us to move around. Okay, now we can start filling in Okay, that's our starting point of our mouth. The next video will be how we make those look hyper realistic. I'm just going to come down just a little bit further on that bit.